the home of Super Bowl 57. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback. And he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their will them to a Super Bowl win.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in by Adams. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, Bacon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is a very dangerous Mike Hughes. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Lawrence. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. On first down, Bacon. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Niners are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal. Burrow looking to pass. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Niners are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reese. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. And it's in. 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my...
Able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Lawrence. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Sharks got it left side. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Under pressure, they got him again. Nick Bosa in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs now leads to a 3rd and long. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the 2nd half.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this 1st half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there just before halftime. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. And that's complete to Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow now off the bootleg. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The kick by Gold is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the 1st half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And they trail here in this Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Burrow throw. Slant to Adams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and he wound up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Burrow on play action. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the lead extended, and I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you express yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you say, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, Makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. That's complete to Robinson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. It's caught here by Adams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 ends here on 1st down. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And that is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Play action. It's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Adams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dancing to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action with Burrow. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. As we get you reset, they've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down 20-10, a minute 56 to go. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lawrence. Pass complete to Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Reese. Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly. But to throw again is Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Lawrence will throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll go inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. After the sack on 1st down, Lawrence had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Here we go with Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Jags are right back in this football game. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A final shot now for Lawrence. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.